All right, everybody, today we're going to be doing the Elimination Chamber 2023 predictions, which takes place from Montreal, Quebec, Canada tonight. One of the biggest main events in recent WWE history, as the Tribal Chief and the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns puts his historic 900-plus day reign on the line against the hometown boy, trying to accomplish the boyhood dream in Sami Zayn. Can Zayn do the unthinkable and defeat his former Tribal Chief in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada? Or will Roman Reigns continue his historic reign of dominance? I don't know, but this is one of the most exciting main events that the WWE has put on. One of the best overall shows from the Triple H WWE creative era. And let's get it started right now with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Alright, and for the Women's Elimination Chamber, you have 6 women trying to compete to challenge the Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania 39. Obviously, we already know that Rhea Ripley will go on to challenge Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship in a rematch from WrestleMania 36? WrestleMania 36. So, when it comes to this match, you got Nikki Cross, Carmella, Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan, Natalya, and Asuka. Look, I really only see a potential winner in 2 women in this match. Number 1, I think Liv Morgan could pull off the upset. I've been singing Liv Morgan's praises for a long time. I think she's very good overall. I like her character work, and I think that it would be a good shock going into WrestleMania season, and being at the fact that we're at the Triple H creative era and this is going to be Triple H's first WrestleMania, I think he's going to pull out all the stops. But if I have to make a prediction of who I actually think is going to win, I think all signs have to point to Asuka becoming the winner and going on to WrestleMania to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. I think that since Triple H is in charge and running the entire WWE show, so to speak, I think he's going to build Asuka back up. I mean, she's already been doing pretty well in recent months. I think he's going to continue to build her up and make her strong like she was in NXT. You obviously can't have it be the same, but she can carry around the same presence. So my pick to win the Women's Elimination Chamber match is going to be Asuka, heading into WrestleMania to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. I think Raquel Gonzalez is a good, underdog pick for the match, and I would not mind her winning, but I have to go with the Empress of Tomorrow in Asuka. And up next, we have the mixed tag team match between Edge and Beth Phoenix going up against members of the Judgment Day in Rhea Ripley, the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner, and the leader of the Judgment Day in the Prince Finn Balor. Look, this feud for Balor, Edge, Rhea, and Beth, I mean, all signs are pointing to WrestleMania, and it's going to lead to a match between Edge and Finn Balor. And I think that on the grandest stage of them all, I'd like to see Balor get the comeuppance. I'd like to see Balor pull it off and reign supreme on the grandest stage of them all, since he hasn't really had that big WrestleMania victory yet, aside from that Intercontinental Championship win at WrestleMania 34. So if we're going at it that way, I think Edge and Beth Phoenix are going to win this match, and it's going to lead into a singles match between Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania 39. I've heard a lot of people talk about the fact that it could be a Hell in a Cell. I would love that. I think that a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania is magic. The last time we've seen a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania was at WrestleMania 32 between Shane McMahon and The Undertaker. I'd love to see it. Or I'm not WrestleMania 32. What am I talking about? Oh, no, yeah. Oh my God, I almost confused myself after being right the first time. WrestleMania 32, the last time we saw a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania between Shane McMahon and The Undertaker. I think you do Edge versus the Prince Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell, and then Edge can reign supreme at WrestleMania, getting another huge WrestleMania victory. I think Balor winning at WrestleMania would be huge for his career, but I think that all signs point to Edge coming out on top in this feud, considering he was the original leader of the Judgment Day and then Balor took it out from underneath him. I think Edge is going to get that comeuppance, but going into WrestleMania, I think if that's going to continue, then Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor will be the winners here tonight at the Elimination Chamber. So my pick is Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor to defeat Edge and Beth Phoenix, leading into a Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Balor at WrestleMania 39. Up next is the second and final chamber match of the night for the United States Championship. You have the champion in Austin Theory, A-Town Down, defending against the likes of Bronson Reed, former team member in the Way and NXT, and Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, Damian Priest in the member of the Judgment Day, and then the drip god himself, Seth Rollins. I mean, look, guys, this field is absolutely incredible. Aside from the main event, this is your match of the night without a doubt. Theory, Rollins, Priest, Bronson Reed, Gargano, and Montez Ford. This is going to be balls to the wall action from start to finish. I could see a couple people coming out on top here. I could see Damian Priest winning in a shock style of win. I could see Montez Ford getting the win, and I could see Gargano getting the win as like underdogs. But when it comes to the main prediction going into WrestleMania, I have to go with Austin Theory to retain the United States Championship and head into Mania to face a man who some people compare him to, and I feel like he gets a lot of comparisons to, in the 16-time world champion he says he's 17-time world champion now. I could be wrong, but that is John Cena. I think we're going to see John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. I've heard other people touch on this as well, and I think that's what we're going to see. If it's not John Cena, then I would see Theory losing the United States Championship here, and then maybe you get like a multi-man match at WrestleMania, kind of like this Chamber, but it could be like a United States Championship ladder match. But if I'm going to go with one pick besides Theory, like my main pick is going to be Austin Theory. If I was going to give you one pick for somebody to walk out as the new United States champion, I'm going to go with Montez Ford. I could see Ford being the shock win here in Montreal, but my main prediction is going to be Austin Theory to retain the United States Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. This is going to be your match of the night aside from the main event between Reigns and Zayn. This is going to be pure, unadulterated professional wrestling and violence, and this is everything you could ask for in an Elimination Chamber. The field is stacked, and this is going to be what you have to tune in for from start to finish. But my pick is Theory to retain his United States Championship, or should I say Austin Theory to walk out still the United States champion. All right, and now we get to Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. This is going to be the last match of their feud. Their feud has been going on. It's been back and forth. Lashley got a win. Then Brock Lesnar came back and got the win back. Look, I think that this is going to point to all signs leading to Brock Lesnar getting the win here on Bobby Lashley. You can't have Lesnar lose going into WrestleMania, and I feel like even though you want Bobby Lashley to win, he can afford the loss a lot more. So I would say that Brock Lesnar is going to win here, and then if you go back and look at Bray Wyatt's recent promo, he said that he'd be watching the match between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, and whoever won that match would be his target for WrestleMania. So it looks like we're going to be getting Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. I'm not against it. I'm just not a huge fan of the way that this character has worked out for Bray Wyatt since his comeback. I feel like it started off with a lot of positives, but it's slowed down a little bit, and to the point where I'm kind of just like, what the hell's going on here? Like, that's kind of my interpretation of how Wyatt looks and, you know, just how the character is overall portrayed. And I don't really know how I feel about it, but I'm definitely not the biggest fan. But I think Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt is a decent direction going into WrestleMania. It's definitely out of left field. That's not something I was expecting. However, I think that's where we're going to lead to. So I'm going to say Brock Lesnar gets the win here over Bobby Lashley, ends the feud in Montreal, and then goes into WrestleMania to challenge Bray Wyatt in a marquee match, but not as marquee as it could have been. I know originally it was going to be at WrestleMania 32, I believe, but then they threw Dean Ambrose in there instead of Wyatt because the fans just weren't for it 100%. At this point, I don't necessarily think the fans are going to be too excited to see it, but it will be a match that fans will have their eyes on, I would say. So I think Brock Lesnar defeats Bobby Lashley and then goes into WrestleMania to challenge Bray Wyatt in a singles match. But if I could pick any match for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, it's got to be Gunther. I'd rather see Brock Lesnar face Gunther. So if Gunther could come out here and cost, you know, Brock Lesnar the match and have Bobby Lashley win, then we could get Lashley versus Wyatt, which I wouldn't be, you know, excited for anyway. But going into this, I'm going to pick Brock Lesnar to win and go into WrestleMania to challenge Bray Wyatt. All right, and then the main event of the evening, you have Roman Reigns defending the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship against the hometown hero in Sami Zayn. I mean, this is one of the most well thought out and executed storylines that the WWE has done in the last decade. And it's one of the best storylines and most well put together stories in professional wrestling history. And to be honest, I feel like Sami Zayn could get the upset win here. Like, it would not shock me if Sami Zayn got the upset win and defeated Roman Reigns going into WrestleMania, especially after that promo that Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn cut on Monday Night Raw. That kind of made me think that we were either going to get a triple threat between Roman, Cody, and Sami, or maybe we were going to get Roman going up against The Rock like we originally thought, and then Sami Zayn defending the titles against Cody Rhodes. I wouldn't really be against either of them, but to be honest, I just can't really see an area. I can't really see a pathway or an avenue to where Sami Zayn walks into WrestleMania as the champion. I think Roman Reigns has to go into Mania as the champion, but this is the perfect opportunity to take the belts off Roman Reigns. And honestly, I think this match should be saved for WrestleMania, or should have been saved for WrestleMania, but I get it. You're in Sami Zayn's hometown. You're in Montreal. I mean, this is kind of the Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns style of, feel to it, with Drew almost getting the title in his hometown and, the crowd erupting, thinking that he was going to get the 3 count after the Claymore kick. However, Roman Reigns, obviously, with the assistance of Solo Sikoa in his debut in the Bloodline, was able to retain the championship. We're probably going to get a Dusty style of finish where Sami Zayn might get the 3 count, but Roman's one foot was under the rope, or he had a finger on the rope, or, is grabbing the rope in some way, or the finish just isn't going to work out. They'll get the pop from the crowd. Everybody thinks Sami Zayn wins. The match is going to get restarted. Roman's going to hit a spear in the guillotine choke, and then Roman Reigns is going to retain his WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. I would love to see Sami Zayn win. I think it's the perfect storm for Sami Zayn to defeat Roman Reigns. It's very unpredictable, and I feel like a lot of people think Sami can get it done, and that's what we want in professional wrestling. We want people to believe that the unthinkable can happen. I would love to see Sami Zayn win. I just don't think it's going to come to fruition, so my pick is going to be Roman Reigns defeating Sami Zayn in the match of the night, aside from the Chamber, and retaining his WWE Undisputed Universal Championship, heading into WrestleMania to go up against the Royal Rumble winner in Cody Rhodes. Alright, that's going to be it for my Elimination Chamber 2023 predictions. I can't wait for the United States Championship Chamber match. I can't wait for the main event, and can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in the comments leading into the Chamber tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.